At 5 o'clock on a September afternoon, Ronald Torbay was making preparations for his third murder. He was being very careful, okay? He knew that murdering people became more dangerous if you did it often, okay? He was in the bathroom of the house he had recently rented. For a moment, he paused to look in the mirror. The face that looked back at him was thin, middle-aged, and pale. He had dark hair, a high forehead, and well-shaped blue eyes. Only the mouth was unusually narrow and quite straight. Even Ronald Torbay did not like his own mouth. Sound in the kitchen below worried him. Was Edith coming up to have her bath before he had prepared it for her? No, it was all right. She was going out of the back door. From the window, he saw her disappearing around the side of the house into the small, square garden. Each of his 3 marriages had followed the same pattern. Using a false name, he had gone on holiday to a place where no one knew him. There, he had found a middle-aged, unattractive woman with some money of her own and no family. He had talked her into marrying him, and she had then agreed to make a will, leaving him all her money. From the moment he saw Edith sitting alone at a small table in the restaurant of a seaside hotel, he knew she was his next subject. 5 weeks after they met, Ronald married her in a town where they were both strangers. That same afternoon, they both made wills, leaving all their property to each other. Then they moved into the house he had rented cheaply because the holiday season was over. 2 things made him act earlier than he had intended. One was the way she refused to talk about her money. His other worry was her unnecessary interest in his job. So Ronald decided it was time to act. He turned from the window and began to run water into the bath. The bathroom was the only room they had painted. He had also put up a small shelf over the bath that held bottles, creams, and a small electric heater. He turned on the heater and watched the bars glow red. Then he left the room. The controls for all the electricity in the house were inside a cupboard at the top of the stairs. Ronald opened it carefully and pulled up the handle that turned off the electricity. Back in the bathroom, the bars of the heater were turning black again. Still using the cloth, he lifted the heater from the shelf and put it into the bath water at the bottom end of the bath. It looked as if it had fallen from the shelf by accident. A small sound behind him made him turn suddenly. There was Edith's head, only 2 meters away, appearing above the flat roof of the kitchen below the bathroom window. He stayed calm. "What are you doing there, dear?" "Oh, you frightened me. I thought I'd just do this little job before. I came to get ready, but I'm preparing your beauty bath for you." "It's kind of you to take all this trouble, Ronald." "Not at all. Hurry up, dear. The bubbles don't last long, and like all beauty treatments, this one's expensive." "Very well, dear." She began to climb down the ladder. Ronald opened the bottle and poured the liquid into the bath. He turned on the water again, and soon the bath was full of bubbles, smelling strongly of roses. They covered the heater completely. Edith stood at the door. "Ronald, it's everywhere, even on the floor." "Ah, that doesn't matter. Get in quickly before it loses its strength." He laughed and paused, listening. She locked the door, as he expected. He walked slowly to the electricity box and forced himself to wait another minute. "How is it?" he shouted. "I don't know yet. I've only just got in." "Smells nice." His hand, still covered with the cloth, rested on the controls. 1, 2, 3, he said, and pulled the handle down. A small explosion from the electric point told him the electricity had gone off. Then everything was silent. After some time, he went and knocked on the bathroom door. "Edith." There was no answer, no sound. Now he had to prepare the second stage. He decided to wait half an hour before shouting for a neighbor and forcing the lock. There was something else he wanted to do. Edith's leather writing case, containing all her private papers, was in the drawer where she kept her blouses. He went softly into the bedroom and opened the drawer. Inside were financial documents, thick envelopes, and on top, her post office savings book. With shaking fingers, he read the figures: £17,000, pound 18,600, pound 21,940. He turned the page, and his heart jumped wildly. On the 4th of September, she had taken almost all the money out. Caps, it was in the envelopes. He opened one. Its papers fell to the floor. Suddenly, he saw an envelope with his own name on it, written in Edith's hand. The date was only 2 days earlier. When Ronald finished reading, his mouth was uglier than ever. The house was still quiet. Then, in the silence, he heard the back door burst open and heavy footsteps rushing up the stairs toward him.